Yo, what's good, y'all? It's AG here, and today we are going to be looking at the most underrated money-making methods on the Donut SMP. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get straight into it. The first method is going to be auction flipping amethyst pickaxes. Amethyst pickaxes are especially good for auction flipping because they have a time limit, which adds an extra layer of value. You don't want to spam refresh until you see something that you like. For example, this 22-hour and 49-minute pickaxe I got for only 13.5 million. The next thing I did was sell it for way more than I bought it for. For example, I sold this one for about 15 million. And then you just wait for it to sell like it just did there. And now I'm $1.5 million richer. The second method is going to be sea lanterns. The first thing I did here was get my elytra and fly over to a deep ocean because that's where ocean monuments mostly spawn. I then looted a bunch of random chests around the ocean until I stumbled upon this drowned hut, which actually had a sea lantern in it, to my surprise. Sea lanterns at the time were going for around 88k, so I decided to sell mine for 87.99k to undercut everyone else. Then all I had to do was wait for it to sell like it did there. Depending on the time of day or the type, terracotta can either be really cheap or really expensive. So this is why it's the next item on our list. The first thing you're going to want to do is get another drill, primarily one that's A, cheap, and B, good, so you can resell it later. Then you just mine terracotta. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really know how I can elaborate on this. Once you're done mining, you should resell your amethyst pickaxe. At the time of recording, the cheapest normal terracotta stack was around 300k, so I sold mine for around 299.99k. Then just wait for all of your terracotta to sell, and you should be able to make around $6 million per hour. Trims are some of the most expensive things on auction if you have them at the right amount of time, so they're going to be one of the best money-making methods on this list. All you're going to need is around 50 blocks of diamonds that make 7 stacks, whatever trim you want to duplicate, and whatever item duplicates that trim. Then you just duplicate the trim. It's pretty self-explanatory. Make sure to leave one trim over if you want to duplicate it again. And all of this, including the diamond blocks and whatever block you're using, should cost around 2.5 to 3.5 mil. Most likely, if you're doing anything other than silence, there won't be any other trims in the shop, so you can oversell if you want. Then just wait for it to sell. However, what if you are new to the server and have literally no money? I mean, not that I don't, but this brings us to our last method, which is selling these crate armored things that I barely pay attention to. The first thing you're going to want to do is just buy some normal Swift Sneak 2 pants, which is basically just crate armor. And you're going to want to get as many levels as you can. These upgrades to make Swift Sneak 3 will cost anywhere from 26 to 28 levels. So having an automatic XP dispenser like this helps out a ton. Then just combine them when you get enough levels, and you can sell them for around 300k per piece. At the time of recording, Swift Sneak 3 was going for about 300k, so I sold it for 299.99k to, as I said before in this video, undercut everyone else. Then just wait for your stuff to sell, like it did there. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want me to make more content like this, let me know. If you don't let me know.